Bom dia. Picking up Sao Paulo and Rio trip day 2. But we're not actually in Sao Paulo today. We're in Campinas, another city relatively close to Sao Paulo, and we're kicking off our morning in beautiful Bosque do Jequitibás Park. I know I butchered that pronunciation, but I mean, this park is beautiful. Like I said, Brazilian landscape, all this, and jungles. I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah, we're gonna walk around, explore, and spend the day here in Campinas because tomorrow we leave to Rio early in the morning. That is a massive bamboo tree. Might be one of the biggest bamboo trees I've ever seen. Look at this thing. Or maybe not, but that is big. Holy. But yeah, we're just exploring, walking around. Yesterday was a hectic day in Sao Paulo. And we're not done. We still got lots more to explore in Sao Paulo. Still lots of places to see. We've only been there for a day, right? We head to Rio tomorrow, early in the morning. So we thought we'd, I guess, kind of take like a bit of a chiller day. Go to Campinas and then leave for Rio tomorrow. Like I said, early in the morning. And yeah, we're in Rio. Spend the days in Rio. About, I think, maybe 3 or 4 days in Rio. You can't come to Brazil and not go to Rio, right? So. You smell that? It's that Brazilian ganja. Let's go down here. Yeah, there it is. Come. But yeah, as I was saying, gonna be in Rio 3-4 days and then come back from Rio back to Sao Paulo, spend a few more days in Sao Paulo, and then it's show day.
You're gonna be really happy.
Why? Why am I gonna be happy?
Because one of the animals that you wanted to see is here.
Oh, they have monkeys? Oh, they have monkeys! Alright, let's go see these monkeys. Yeah, so they got this it's like a little zoo in the park. Check these guys out. Oh,
They're so cute.
oh, they're all coming here. They're called Macasau Prego, I think. Look at that guy, he's eating. He's munching. Alright, so they actually got a, I guess, a jaguar, small one maybe. Jaguatirica, I don't know. But we can't seem to find it in this little cage. I'm not entirely sure where it is. Might be back there sleeping. Alright, so I gotta show you guys all the birds they got here.
They have peacocks.
They have peacocks? Yeah. We gotta go see those. But check these guys out. The little jaguar came out. Actually, it might be going back.
It's a jaguar.
It's going back. It had enough. All right, we left the park. We're heading to the Cambuí neighborhood, and should be a nice walk. So many people in Brazil. Like, it's just traffic everywhere. I thought this was, I mean, it is a smaller city than Sao Paulo, but even still, it's always packed. All right, well, it's a hot day here in Campinas, like I said, almost 30 degrees. Got myself a Brahma beer. Ice cold, very good, very refreshing. All right, we made it to a kind of like a bakery or cafe. It's called Romana, and we got some coxinha, pão de queijo, some sort of sausage pastry, and an empanada. Okay, pão de queijo time. Pretty good. This bread with cheese is good. Kind of like a puff pastry. And then a coxinha. I know there's kind of like a difference in the way people eat these. You either eat it from the top or the bottom, but I think I'm gonna go for the top. I have no idea what's inside, so let's see.
It's a fish.
I think it's cheese. I'm not entirely sure, but it's good.
I think it is cheese.
And then we got a mango juice. Very good. Very good. It might be chicken. Chicken and cheese. Coxinha frango. Or frango. That's good. It's like very doughy. Okay, and then we got a sausage pastry thing. Might be sausage and cheese, kind of like a hot dog bun. I don't know. Ooh, that's good. Very good. Very good. And then we also got a empanada de carne, meat empanada. A little dry, but it's good. We're not in Chile after all. We're gonna eat, and then we're gonna keep walking. We made it to the neighborhood, so we're gonna kind of keep exploring. Headed now to a sort of cathedral. I forgot the name of it. I'll show you guys later, but headed to a cathedral within Campinas, and then gonna hit up another park. I think it's called Portugal Park, and then see where the afternoon takes us. Walking to the cathedral, and this is uphill, but it's good. Get the heart going. Like I said, best way to see a city is walking. Remember that. And when you're in such a foreign city like this, me personally, like I said, I've never been to South America, so and check out the skyline. Come on, come on. Okay, we made it to the cathedral. Wow, it's hot. Senhora de Fatima. That's the name of it. Gotta be careful here really when you're crossing the street, because I mean, it's the same as Europe, but the cars do not stop for pedestrians. I've noticed about Campinas specifically is it's still a very big city, like I mentioned, but it's a lot more like mellow, kind of toned down. Not that many people out. It is a Friday after all. Maybe we're not where all the action is in town. We were earlier and there was a good amount of people, but now we're kind of, I think, maybe a little bit on the outskirts. But now we're headed to Parque do Portugal, I think it's called. I'm not sure the area we're in. I don't think it's like too dangerous or anything, but getting a few looks here and there, so I don't know, I guess we'll keep walking and stuff. But yeah, we're headed to Parque do Portugal, figure out what we're doing from there. I gotta get some Açaí. I've been in Brazil and have not had Açaí yet, so gotta go ahead and do that. But this area is getting a little sketchy, I think, so hold on. There's one thing about Brazil that I've noticed the most while being here is the fact that there really isn't a lot of tourists. Like, I mean,
We're in winter.
we probably stick out like a sore thumb. Like, I know people can tell, like, the looks I'm getting, they instantly know they're foreigners, you know what I mean? Like you said, yeah, we are in winter. Doesn't feel like winter to a foreigner, but that's besides the point. Maybe it's the season that I came, like, for the Western world, North America. It's towards the end of August. People are headed back to school within a few days and whatnot, but like rarely any tourists that I'm seeing anywhere in the places that we've been. Even like the bigger sort of places you have to see, like monuments and stuff like that. Yeah, that's gross. So that's one thing that's interesting. But I'm sure that once we get to Rio and we, you know, go to the Christ the Redeemer, and then we'll start seeing a lot more tourists and foreigners and gringos. Gringos. Oh, whoa, that scared me. Well, I guess I am a gringo after all. Dogs don't like me here. Still walking to this park. Wow, another dog. I think I've been jump scared by dogs behind gates probably over 10 times now since just walking through these neighborhoods and stuff. Is this way? I would assume it really is kind of like a fear factor in a way, right? Like there's just a bunch of almost guard dogs in these like little complexes. It's all fenced off, and I mean, you've seen that a lot around Sao Paulo recently. It's just the fact of like there's so much security everywhere. Like any building you walk into or walk by, it's gated, fenced off, cameras, face identity, different forms of verification to even get in. There's barbed wires on top of the fences and spikes, and I mean, I guess that's just how it is. Just for security reasons here in Sao Paulo, in the middle of the city, like especially. And like I said, it might be in a bit of it's a quiet neighborhood. Not too many cars, but definitely one of the only gringos here at the moment. But yeah, as I was saying, should be, I'm assuming, more tourists to Rio. Obviously, Christ the Redeemer, 7th wonder of the world. There's definitely gonna be tourists, right? Copacabana Beach. Maybe Sao Paulo, I guess, is seen as being a bit more dangerous because it is a lot bigger. But I've heard Rio's worse, so I don't know. I guess we'll see when we get there and we see both sides of the story in a way. Okay, should be getting to the park now. I'm seeing a lot of trees and forestry. It's cool to go to the places where most people don't go. To be honest with you, Campinas wasn't on my itinerary when coming here, or my sort of list of places to see. It was Sao Paulo and Rio. But since we leave so early tomorrow for Rio, and we figured let's take a break from Sao Paulo. Let's have a bit more of a chill day in a bit of a smaller city like Campinas. Busy street here. Do we cross or? Like, yeah. This should be like across the meridian or the island. Okay, made it to the park. Park Takahal. One thing I'll mention is how crazy the weather and the seasons are in Brazil and probably all of South America, like I mentioned. Yeah, we could sit here. Like I mentioned, it's my first time in South America, but I didn't think the seasons would be like this. Like when they said it's winter in Brazil, well, winter for me in Canada and winter here in Brazil is two different things. Winter for us in Canada is snow and rain and cold. Winter here in Brazil is 30 degrees, summer weather. And the only difference, and what makes it really interesting, is that the sun still sets very early. Like, what time did the sun set yesterday?
It's 5:57 today.
Today it sets at 5:57, so 6 o'clock the sun sets. Sun sets in the winter in Vancouver around that time, like around 4 or 5, 6 sometimes. So the sun sets super early, but it's still really hot. It's interesting. All right, took a much needed rest in this park. Check this out. Super nice area to just chill. There's people playing volleyball, soccer, different types of sports, skateboarding. In the park here, we're just walking in. I see a field of capybaras. I think they're capybaras. I'll show you guys. I don't know if you're supposed to get close or not. I don't think they'll do anything, but check this out. They're all just like standing still, yeah. Look at it, look at it. Just a bunch of capybaras. Yeah, this bird as well. That's a cool bird. But yeah, they're all kind of just like chilling here. Yeah, they got the little young ones kind of like up there, if you can see. They look smaller. And they're all kind of like guarding the young ones or something. I don't know. They got like the little pool here, a little pool of mud. They seem a little agitated since we got here, so let's back off maybe. That's awesome. Well, we're done at the park. Headed to a restaurant now, and I'm gonna grab some acai after we found a good acai spot. But I think the lake we were supposed to see is over here. So I think we went to the smaller one, the wrong one. Gonna head for dinner, then grab acai at this one spot. It's called Oakberry. I know it's probably not the most Brazilian thing because we have it in Canada as well. I've tried it before. We'll try a more local one for sure, but I want to grab this one for now. We've been craving it, so yeah. All right, well, we made it to the trail after all. We saw a little opening, so we came down. And now we're by the lake. Beautiful lake. There seems to be some sort of tick warning though. Went ahead and Googled it. It's like a star tick. Got like a railroad track here as well. But yeah, we're still walking to this restaurant. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I think it's like maybe some sort of bar or something, but we're gonna keep walking and see where we get to. Look at that. And right by the lake. Man, Brazil is gorgeous. Very gorgeous. So different than anything I've ever seen in like Europe, like I said. It's really got that, I don't know, different vibe to it. South America and all that. Still walking to this restaurant, getting our steps in. Wow, the amount of walking we've done these past 2 days. But I mean, this is how I do it when I'm on vacation. Ooh. That was very close to a car accident. Alright, we're gonna get a pastel. Tried them yesterday, they're good. Carne and queso, so cheese and meat pastel. So we're gonna get one of each. And have that. Yeah, meat, and then get a cheese one.
But I don't want cheese, I want meat.
Okay, then get one of each, we'll share. Yeah, gonna grab a pastel and then go for Açaí and then find a better dinner spot later, probably. So they're frying the pastels right here, actually. Fresh orange juice right here. They're going to work on it. Squeezing them off, getting them ready. The pastels are ready. Awesome. Look at all them, yeah. They're big. Alright. It's hot. It's hot. But yeah, freshly fried. Mmm. Cheese. Queso. Very good. Sorry? Mine's cheese. Oh, did we get 2 cheese?
Yeah.
Ah, whatever. That's fine. Made it to the Açaí place. Oakberry Açaí. So, like I mentioned, we have this in Canada. I've had it before, we tried it, it's good. We'll try a more local one for sure another day, probably in Rio. But in Canada, where I'm from, one of these Açaís is how much? $16? $18 for one of these Açaís? Which is insane. It's good. I don't know if it's almost $20 good. Okay, so we just bought our Açaí and it was how much?
36 reals.
36 reals each, so for one, so a total of, yeah, so we paid for 2.
So basically 2 for 1.
We got 2 for 1, yeah, because it was 36 reals is around $8-9 bucks Canadian, so 16 total dollars for 2 Açaís, when in Canada one of them is like 18 bucks.
It's like 16, yeah.
Obrigado.
Obrigada, sim. Thank you.
Check this out. Got our 2 Açaís. Alright, let's try this. You've already been munching on it. But we got a bunch of stuff. I got like passion fruit. Very good. Nice, cold, refreshing. It's awesome. It's really good. Okay, well, I destroyed that. 9.3 out of 10. Very good on a hot day. And nightfall has fallen in Campinas. All right, nighttime in Campinas. Well, not really. It's only 6:30. But we are headed to a bit of a light dinner because we just had Açaí. It's called Bad Bone Bar and Restaurant. So we're gonna go check it out. It's like a 15-minute walk just down the road here. Chill there for a few hours, eat some food, maybe grab a few drinks, and then
go to bed.
get ready for Rio tomorrow. Whoa! All right, we made it to the Bad Bone Restaurant, and this place is a vibe. It's like this outdoor bar restaurant thing. I don't even know, but check it out. It's a vibe for sure. And you know, I keep wondering, you know, it's Friday night, why is there no one at these bars? And then I keep remembering that, well, it's only 6-7 p.m., right? So this place will get bumping, but it's still early. And then we got some sangria. I'm not too sure what's inside. Maybe coconut? We got it. But yeah, we're gonna munch here, and we got some food. I'll show you guys the food in a bit. Okay, well the food came, and holy, check this out. So we got, I think this is cheese. I don't know. We're gonna have to try this. We got burrata, bruschetta, and tomatoes. Some sort of meat with rice, and then look at this burger. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
I don't know. I think it's pear, but I don't know. All right, well, food has been dusted. I am very full. Honestly, been a little sick, but it's all good. It was great food. What's this place called? Bad Bone. This place is kind of starting to get bumping. Yeah, it's getting a little late. What time is it?
8:20.
8:20. So, I mean, yeah, I would stay here later. But like I said, tomorrow early flight, so we're gonna head home, and we'll have a good night in Rio tomorrow, though, that's for sure, right? Yeah. This will essentially conclude day 2 of Sao Paulo, or being in Campinas, right? Awesome day again. And tomorrow, Rio.